Ladies and gentlemen, we are closing in on the second PLE of the final season of WWE 2K25 because Money in the Bank is very close. But before that, we've got a couple more shows to book, and I've got a couple fine gentlemen here with me today. We've got Canada.
Yes, sir. Heath Manhattan got me 50,000 fans closer to first place.
And Cheek is also here, hoping that Sarcophagus can do the same thing.
Yeah, and also here with no money in the bank.
Damn, that could all change here. And Cheek is kicking us off this episode because Sarah appeared at the end of the last one.
Sarah.
All right, okay, so if I rest the male tag champs, I get a pretty decent injury rehab card, so something worth looking for there. I don't think I have any... No, there's no promises to worry about. Not really close to any.
I know these are tough in season 3.
These are brutal. And I'm not even close to getting them. This is going to be a slog. Anyways, I only have $170,000, so probably not going to do too much.
Yeah, if you missed last episode, Cheek added 80 million superstars to his roster, so...
No, stop it. But let's look. We do have Bruno Sammartino. Bret the Hitman Hart was pilfered
Damn it.
from that other brand of which we do not speak.
I missed them already.
And then we got Ken Shamrock, a Cody favorite.
True.
So we
Andre gonna be back next week.
Yeah, Andre the Giant just taking a little hiatus, and he's gonna be ready to roll. He is taking a break. That way, when he comes back from the break, he is on our brand for the remainder of the season. So that's why he's gone. And then Sarcophagus said, "Dude, this brand's so good, I'll come wrestle here for free."
Oh, and she's level 9 because she's been around the block a few times.
She's been around, so she is experienced. So there we go. That is your NXT 3.0 recap. But now we got a show to book. And so I'm just thinking. So male tag champs, obviously right here, so I cannot progress unless we do a tag team call out against those champs. So that would be Yokozuna, Roman Reigns, Chief and Beef, calling out the Tongas.
The Tongas.
The Tongas.
The Tamas.
All right.
Canada, do you think Sarah is gonna bring Cheek 50,000 or not?
Yes.
I mean, I think she will if he follows the same path and puts Sarcophagus at least in a championship match. Because Heath Manhattan, no, it wasn't a championship. It was a number 1 contenders match. So at least if you put on some stakes,
some sizzle.
I think she'll
Stakes.
Yeah, put on some sizzle, make it high stakes, and I think she brings in the fans.
The fans.
I think it was a Falls Count Anywhere match. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the sauce is. If you just do a one-on-one normal, if they're like that's not good enough, I don't know.
Well, because you've had it work twice this year. Cheek hasn't had it work yet. Then I think you also had one not work. This season
when Sarah
too.
came back the second time, I think she didn't do anything.
So I think right now it's either 2 for 4 or 2 for 5 on paying out the fans.
And if I would have thought about that, I would have went back and tried to look it up, but there's no way I'm going to do it in time right now.
Oh, I can't even tell you when the hell it happened.
I have zero idea.
Well,
maybe I know the first one, actually.
And Canada got Hollywood Owens. The game
Hollywood
likes
Owens.
Canada this year. They're
I don't know why.
Well, I was in 3rd place for the majority of it, so maybe just help me along.
I'll help you along.
And I ended 2K24 in 3rd, and I was currently in 3rd. It's like, brother, we got you. You need a handicap. We got you.
No child left behind.
Okay. So just thoughts here. I mean, because there's... So what I got left is... I only have Lyra, who is my champion now. Because because my tag champs, Blair and Trish, are both in pretty decent singles feuds at the moment. So I'm taking the tag belts off the table for now for Sarcophagus to get a chance there. So it comes down to Lyra, Sarah, and I could sprinkle in a Tamina or I can sprinkle in a Soul.
Who's got Soul?
Or I could sprinkle in everybody because I'm a boss hog. Tamina might get hurt though.
Is it a risk you're willing to take?
I think for now, maybe. I don't think I have like a fizz.
No fizz.
But I mean, I've seen a man run people into the ground and come out the other side unscathed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to push it to the limit. Or it blows up in my face and Soul and Tamina get hurt. And I'm just screwed. And I'm going to log off. But it's a risk we got to take.
So, booked 1 week this episode.
You just see me leave the chat. All right. And then...
Ooh. Don't fumble this.
I know. It's... I'm scooping. I don't know if I'm going to score with it. All right.
That's a scoop right there.
I got to try to get this to level 4. Because this is a go home to the go home. So this is a big week for us. So I'm trying to think of what I need at the PLE. Trying to think of what I want to blow off. But then I got to get them beefed up before next week. So this is just what we deal with on this brand. This might have to wait till the next PLE because Sean's a little tired and it's only level 1. It's not going to be where I need it to be. It's not going to be to our standard. I wouldn't mind doing the double call out with the Tongas, but I want that rehab card just in case.
You might need it for Tamina.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It might be.
God.
And then Triton's got a title. But I just...
He does declare.
Yeah, declare he's a king of this. Alright, let's do this.
I know you hesitated there because you wanted to say declare he's a bitch, but then you're like, no, I like training. I gotta say something positive. Look, Cheek and I have known each other for decades. I know what his brain did right there.
No, I was just perusing my roster and thinking.
Oh, don't forget Ethan Page. Every time he's in a match, 1,000 fans.
I know. More like Ethan Rage.
But yeah, he is raging right now, actually. He's not happy.
Well, he needs to figure out how to win.
Well, even against a jobber, if he goes up against a jobber, that's 1,000 fans, and he'd be happy.
Correct. Ilya's a tired boy.
Brian's happy. Speak about happy. Oh,
I know.
I love NXT 3.0.
A smile almost as big as his belly.
I think. Man, I might have to shelf Triton for a minute. Because I don't really want him to continue on with this page with Ilya Dragunov.
He could
Plus, he's
turned the Ethan page into something new.
I know. Okay, I think I have a route to go. It's gonna be. Is Ethan? Wait, where's he at? He's a bad boy.
That boy.
My one Achilles heels. I don't have many good boys.
Good boy.
I do have Kenneth. I could throw Kenneth in to beat his ass.
That's not making him happy.
It risks ruining my feud with Sean, which I don't like.
Sean called him out before. If it goes to level 2, wouldn't ruin it.
Oh my gosh. That's actually not a bad strat.
Strat right there.
And he's 5 on the mic. He's 4 on the mic. Can I get him a full rest? I'm gonna trust Ken to get the job done. And then we should be okay. Oh, damn it. No, it's got to be Sean. I played
was waiting.
myself.
Yeah, I was like,
waiting.
oh, he'll get it.
He'll get it.
I just
I
completely,
understand,
yeah. All right. We're going to land this damn plane. I still got one match to book.
Where is Trish?
She's in the promo.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to get Dragon.
I like dragons.
I think he's going to go against
You
Penta.
do the same strat.
I think he's going to go against Penta because Penta has so much stamina.
That's true. Just make it a stippy.
Yeah.
Stippy.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go about it. Curve purposes.
You like curves?
Love curves.
Think this is
Great Kali.
gonna be the curve.
I was
And then I'll
watching.
just have this go first.
I was watching Big Show versus Great Khali while I was making some thumbnails, and that was just a horrible match.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my god! It was one of the ones that WWE's YouTube channel was suggesting to me. And I was like, you know what? I will watch that.
I've got it's only the TV in my bedroom. And it was because I had like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days in a row where I put on like a full pay-per-view show from either TNA or one of the Vault channels on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And so now just like any night, if I turn on YouTube at night, like all my suggestions when I crawl into bed are just like full pay-per-views. And I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
Well, we used to get Raw and SmackDown on Canadian like cable
Mhm.
before Netflix snapped it up, and then Netflix snapped it up, and now we get just TNA, like actual TNA. So I've thrown it on a few times just to, why not? Just fall
Yeah.
asleep to it. A little TNA action. I think AEW is on sometimes too, but I've not caught an AEW. Not a hater, I just,
Yeah, you know, you're an appreciator.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. Hold on, he says.
No.
Oh.
It's probably gonna use any. All right. I think I'm good. I don't really want to use any stipulations. I'm trying to protect this stamina. I'm really worried about this match. Dragon Lee's in danger territory too, but I think he'll be all right. And it doesn't really matter if he gets hurt.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
Oh gosh, it does matter if Soul or Tamina gets hurt, but I think I'm willing to let it ride. This match might end up being the best. Let me switch it.
Ooh.
Remember that moment, folks.
Let me switch it. Throw tables on.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
think you're good.
Now we're talking.
I think we're good. So, all right. I think that's a card, and I think we're gonna be ready. If everything goes as planned, we're gonna have a very good go home show. So, Lincoln, Nebraska, prepare to have some mild entertainment coming your way.
And link in the description if you want to follow CodyVerse on all platforms.
Ooh.
See that?
Good segue.
Yeah.
Book
I
your
am
card.
getting scouted, so my talent searches will be more expensive this week. So Shaq is excited for the play, wants to make an appearance. So I will just have to remember to let him make an appearance. All right, we're going to talk to Liv. Liv been putting in a lot of work. Earned a shot at the Women's Championship. How about it? We've got 3 weeks, so I think this is easy enough. So Zelina Vega is our current champ. We're building her stamina back up. She should have enough stamina by the time we get those 3 weeks. But the 3rd week would be the PLE. So this would probably be something I need to sprinkle into the go-home show and just either use a physio or risk an injury on Zelina. But we are going to go ahead and fulfill this because Liv's building up that popularity in a hurry. So she will get her shot. Then we've got the contract negotiation for Tegan Knox. So we've got a few contract authorizations. And I knew this episode would be where they start trickling. So Kalani, we've got 3 weeks. Liv will ask for one next week. Shaq will ask for one in a little bit, and then Tegan tonight. So I think we're gonna pay Tegan, and then I'll probably use an extension on Liv, and then Shaq. If we can keep him smiling with teeth, we might be able to lowball him. But Tegan, I think we're just gonna pay her what she's asking. Just take care of that, give her a small morale boost. We've got okay money, so boom, we like that. Okay, so now our promises. So Liv gets shot title, Shaq wants to appear at the PLE, and everything else is good. If we have a submission match, ooh, all match costs discounted by 50%. All right, so we will definitely do a submission match this week.
Who's submitting?
Ooh, I don't know. Time will tell there. Okay, so we need 5 role changes.
Hopefully the viewers submit and hit the subscribe button.
And the like button.
Damn it.
Look, the segues are important. You gotta hit those CTAs, those calls to action. They're important. Sometimes people forget. All right. So we do have another role change coming because Jade will turn to join with Bianca, who turned last episode. We get double fixed match and a tornado alley. I can just have all the fixed matches ever, but I don't think I'm gonna pop a Sonya for that.
That's probably jealous. He's a big fixed match guy, I feel like. For Kevin.
Yeah,
Hart,
he's like,
Kevin
dang,
Owens.
Kevin Owens would never
Kevin
lose
Hart.
again.
Damn it.
All right, so we're gonna get Liv's contract extension now.
Liv.
And then we still have 2 more of those, which is good. Don't need to use one yet, but damn,
I know.
hostile.
Just a little.
That Kevin Owens joke fucking got to him. He's like,
They did, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Deeply offended.
So let's go ahead. Let's take care of the other role change just so it's done. So Jade and Bianca are going to be heel. Then Liv wants a shot at the women's title. Zelina needs another week of rest. So I'm going to try to start a singles feud between the two. Just because logistically I would probably do that match next week. And I'd want a rivalry there for it in a perfect world. I might even do a double down and just Zelina is going to have a high odds of getting hurt, but hope that they both don't whiff on that. So that's what we're going to try to do. I'm not worried about it being level 2 necessarily, but I want to make sure it's at least level 1. So that's what we're going to go for. Okay, so matches on the card. Our tag feud is set. The Shaxium feud is set. That might be the pay-per-view match since Shaq wants to be on it anyway. So we're doing decent, getting the feuds moving here. So that's cool. I think let's see. I'm looking at these singles feuds, figuring out which one I want to make a submission match. And I think we're just gonna go. Where's Randy's stamina? He's 41. Jakar and Raquel have the stamina play, but I don't know if I would make my curve mentally confusing. So I'm gonna go Tyler Bate, Carmelo Hayes submission match, and I think that will end up being my opener. Then let's see. Lash Legend and Tegan Knox can go. Or I could do the tag feud. Let's do the tag. Might change my mind on that, but for now we're going to toss the tag feud there. Then we're going to be at a spot where next week we're going to be risking people for injury as it currently sits. So it might not be the move. I might need to do Shaxium next week, and then Shaq just either does a promo or is my male rep in the cross-branded, just because it's going to be tricky to get matches to the card next week while also having staminas where they need to be. Because, like, if I have Javon and Randy fight now, Randy's going to be at risk for injury next week. EO would be at risk for injury next week. So I've just got a lot of tricky spots there. So I think we're going to go Randy calls out Javon Evans. I think that women's tag's probably going to become singles just because of where staminas are at. But let's see what we could toss together here. So we could go Scott Steiner versus Pete Dunne. It's non-feud here, but we could go Axiom versus Kevin Nash. And then doing this, I could either go Javon versus Shaq, or I can split up. And I think I am. I'm going to split this match up. Go here. And then I might go triple threat just to keep Kalani on the card. So that's a feud. These aren't feuds. Okay, so let's see. What do I... These guys got the pop, so I think if we throw...
They got the juice.
They do.
Big booty daddy.
So I think we can... I'm thinking last man saying we don't get the Famous Underground. We do take morale loss to the loser, but I think we can work with that. And then we go like that. I feel good about the curve that way. And then for my head cannon, we'll put... That's fine. And then... Actually, this is literally just my brain telling me how I want to make the show go, even though the promo order does not matter. Okay, so we'll get our rock bottom prices. We didn't do a tag call this week, but we knocked out one of the rule changes, so we'd have 4 left, which, you know, push comes to shove, we could just like have a jobber come in and flip them over and over if I don't have like story ones I want to do. So tag call promos will be a little bit behind, but I think we can get that. Power cards against other brands we'll get, so we'll get our 5. And then I would love to grab this, but I don't think I want to purchase that, knowing I do have some contracts coming up. I want to be a little bit careful. I've got 3 of these,
your name.
so I'm just going to send one back.
That's fair. I get it.
Yet again, last episode we accidentally used pocket sand effectively, so it was crazy. I think outside of that, I think I'm good for now with cards. Not going to buy any of those. Feel like we're good about the curve. No titles on the line this week, but we'll build that up. Hopefully a strong go-home show on the way, and we send it in.
Send it in. We got limited stock, so those power cards are going to be expensive. Let's see. Brett, the Hitman Hart says what he said last
Today, Junior.
last week live on air. He said Woods approached him about joining NXT 3.0 with an elusive offer, and he had to take it. I don't blame him. See ya, Brett. He's very happy about it. Look at that. Bye.
Dude, who isn't?
On it, dude. Aleister Black is not feeling a hundo. Let's.
Aleister Black feeling a little blue.
Yeah, 2 weeks off is a little steep, so take a week off at the Health Spa. Back up to 33. He'll be ready to go next week. Triple H says, due to high demands, power cards going to be expensive this week. Kevin Owens says, crowd's really getting behind me. It's time we capitalize on that. You should give me top bill. And then Cody Rhodes says he's coming for that championship. He says he wants the singles action. I love when the game falls into our lore. It's just kind of perfect.
It's beautiful.
So I'm going to put both of them in a main event tonight. Bring it on, Cody Rhodes says. And Kevin Owens says, I suppose someone has to share the spotlight, even if it's a lesser superstar like that bitch, Cody Rhodes.
This match reeks of a fixed match.
No. Rey Mysterio says, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. He's interested in staying 5 weeks, 108K. God damn, he knows I got money. That's why he wants so much. Let's talk figs. 186K, so we could, instead of paying 216, it'd be 186 for 10 weeks. We can do 291 for the end of the season with 39 stamina. And he does have 77 pop because he has tag champs with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, daddy. I'm gonna lowball him. We're gonna lowball him.
Jew him down.
And he says, "That's not what I was looking for, but I'll take it."
Nice.
See you next week. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
So we can go to the moon if we book our least popular available star for a match this week. That's gonna be Heath Manhattan.
Hell yeah.
And we might as well get Heath into a battle. Although somebody he is a heel. We turned him heel
Disco
last
Bell
week.
suspended this week.
Oops. Yeah, she is still suspended one more week. Who
Crazy.
can he get into a match with? We might just have to do something like this. Oh, something like
this.
like this. Considering next week is going to be expensive to buy people, I might have to dip in this week.
Hallie.
Hallie.
Oh, Tyrese? No.
Tyrese.
I mean, if he had more popularity, it might be more interesting. Or Ring XP or something.
Dude's got nothing to offer.
It's just not tickling me in the right ways here. Let me go see quickly what this roster needs more of, because we are actually down bad and we got a lot of money. So let's go spend it.
Hell yeah. We love a free agent search.
I think we got, if I'm looking at roll, what's the other one? No, roll is bad versus good. And we have, like Cheek, we got a lot more bad than good. So we're going to be looking for faces. And when we look at classes, I mean, I could probably just try to keep it to, I'm going to keep it open regardless. But I'm just looking at what kind of, I got a lot of fighters. So if I look for a good bruiser, that'd be decent. Although I got a lot of good bruisers too. So we'll just see what oh, hello?
Yeah.
He's like a fixed match?
Oh, damn.
Oh.
No, we got enough of those, don't we? Do I not?
No, you don't.
I don't actually
See?
don't
You
have
better restock the shelves.
Might have to jump on that.
No. We're going to be looking at legends. We're going to keep it wide open for this run.
Damn.
Although I feel like, let's just keep it wide open. Let's look for some leggies.
Legs spread.
Leggies. Who we got? Okay. AJ Styles can make his return to Raw, which is tempting. And of course, there's Big Lex there too. Also tempting. And Chris Sabin comes with a little, well, so does AJ Styles, comes with that little bit of extra ring XP. And AJ Styles almost to level 23. So we will be taking AJ Styles. And I think we need to sign him for 7 weeks, 144,000.
Boom.
That's a pretty good deal.
We're going to do the same.
Excuse me.
With
And they're all
Lex.
good boys.
And they are good. We're going to bring in Lex as well.
Total package.
So we just used up about, 400K, but had to be done. Just under 400K. We needed some new firepower, and AJ Styles is making his return to Raw. And Lex, where'd he go? Lex, wait, where'd he go? There he is, the total package. Let's take a look quickly at their, while AJ Styles, he's Gauntlet Eliminator. He could turn into a cruiser. Lex could turn into a giant, and false count anywhere is his second specialty. So liking that, let's go book this card in the main event. We need at least Cody Rhodes. And
Rhodes, daddy.
I think what I'm going to do is leave Demon Finn Balor out this week.
Damn.
And Brooks Jensen. he's not happy either. I think I'm going to leave him out for the week as well. Maybe it just is going to be a 1v1. Oops. Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. But Kevin Owens is our champion, so he's going to come out last. It's not going to be a titles match. They did just say it's a 1v1, right? Just they want to be in the main event together.
So it could be it could be a tag, it could be a triple threat.
But they're both face.
Be a both.
Oh, that's tough. So I gotta add heel in. I gotta add one heel in. Maybe Brooks Jensen does.
Heath.
Oh, Heath is not a bad idea, dude.
Get him to level 2.
I think Heath is the move.
You might win.
Put a title on it, you coward.
No, I'm a coward. I can't do that. No, I'm a coward.
Sorry, Heath.
Yeah, Heath. I mean, he's using his backstage powers to, he brought in 50,000 fans. He's gonna get a main event match. I think while I'm looking at the power cards, we might as well head over to This Is War and
Bam.
5 randomly selected superstars.
Ooh.
Because we're gonna be punching up. I don't think punching down. Punching down is a loser's mentality.
Yeah,
so,
don't hit me.
Yeah, we're gonna keep at it, and I think what else I want to do is hit you with War Games.
War Games.
Get his ass.
War Games.
So that's gonna be, I mean, with the Queens of the Ring, that might be easy to navigate. But just in case you want to go looking for a superstar,
Blind his ass.
okay, we had
sand.
We had to unload the clip. It just had to happen. So it's unloaded.
Effective combo.
Yeah, that was scary. It had to happen. I'm shaking.
Back-to-back episodes where good pocket sands get used after just randomly throwing them out all year.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we've been trying with those. So falls count anywhere we need. Self promos we need. There's going to be a self promo for sure this week. Maybe I even throw in an ambulance match. I don't know. Part of me wants to take a look at something like Tyrese coming in for 1 week.
Boom.
And maybe like Tama coming in for a week, maybe? Should I do that? Is that a good idea or a bad idea? I don't know. So what's a better idea is I'm just going to look for a renowned star. We're going to throw it out there. And we're going to take on, I'm pretty sure,
Mission.
who did I just pick up? Tyrese. He's heel. So I need a face. And it is going to be Baron Corbin for 1 week. And they are going to have, where is he? Baron Corbin, Tyrese. They are going to have an ambulance match. Boom. Okay, we got one of those knocked off. And what can we do? Because Baron Corbin, I think he's had some matches before on a brand. Yeah, see, he's got some experience in the CodyVerse. So him coming out of nowhere doesn't not make any sense. We need some ladies, and maybe we kind of do a little tag team action. Even though I know Disco Bell's out, we can do a little.
My wife, Michelle McCool.
Although I wish doing something like if I put like Becky on this side and Charlotte on this side, I wish their singles feud would also go up one.
I know, that'd be so dope.
So I think instead I got to make it a 1v1. Although I do want a tag team match on this card. I just don't know what it could be. Maybe we go Lex Luger and we go AJ Styles versus Brooks Jensen and Abyss. That's pretty good. The two new signings coming in together. I think maybe we'll make it an Extreme Rules match, although
Damn.
Brooks Jensen's AJ Styles and Abyss have got the stamina to take care of that, but we're going to put Extreme Rules on that just to get a tag team match in. And then we're running a little low on stammies here, but I think we're going to put in Batista versus Road Dogg Jesse James. They both lost their title to New Jack at the go home show before Backlash, I believe, or maybe it was the show afterwards. I can't remember all these things. We do so many series now.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at that, we got a triple threat Extreme Rule. Oh, we got 2 Extreme Rules matches. Let's change this to a Falls Count Anywhere match, which I believe is the one I need. It is. We book a Falls Count Anywhere match. Don't forget the promo. Maybe I can book a role change 2 on somebody. I wish I didn't put Heath Manhattan in this match, but we need to get him some work. For promo work, I think we're going to have Demon Finn Balor cut a promo. Yes, because I'm scared of Cody for the... I got plans.
Boo.
I know.
Got him.
Okay. We're going to do Julia. Oops. Julia.
Oh, that's not Julia.
No. Julia. No, they're both 1. Oh, boy. Tatum Paxley is going to call out Julia because she has 2 more stamina. She's fresh.
The sign swarm.
Actually, let's go sign swarm. Coward. We are going to get this to a call out. We'll do Jesse Ventura with a self-premi.
I like when you start flying through and booking with speed. It makes me feel like you have so much confidence in what you're doing.
And the like
I have
little
no
clicks the
confidence.
game makes are kind of comforting.
Yeah, it's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's like oh shit, he's in his bag.
Yeah, there we go.
Speaking
He's
of in her
cooking.
bag, my wife.
My wife. We're gonna make her good and get the role change over to that. If I don't want to spend any money on power cards, and I think
What's
this
the
royalty is calling my name. Anybody can get 25 stamina
Popularity.
popularity. So thank you.
You might have knew what you were saying there, but I just want to
I
make sure
did,
you
but
did that.
yeah, my brain was just like, no, you're saying stamina. I don't know why.
I would have felt bad if you're like, all right, I need to boost this person's stamina, and then their popularity shoots up.
Royalty
Stamina.
stamina. And yeah. Oh, that's
Stamina.
why we're getting it to the moon. So we're getting it to the moon, and we also have a royalty. Popularity is going crazy here on Raw. Although we do not have any titles on the line, was what I'm looking at. But I am too much of a coward to make the main
Yes.
event a title match. So I think we're just gonna take a look at the curve real quick.
Vern patiently waiting.
I think with the level 3 feud and the popularity, these two do better. So I'm gonna lock this one.
Send
Send
it
it
in.
in.
I'm locking it in.
Vern.
I'm locking it in. I'm locking it in.
Hell yeah.
Oh. All right. Ooh, all right. Here we go. In a match where we are just hoping that the best outcome is no one got hurt and everyone had a good time. Lyra Valkyria, the new ladies champ, took it from these 2 ladies, Tamina and Sol Ruka, in a match last week. And then Sarcophagus, the newcomer, says, I'm going to come for free and I'm going to take that title. We have to be careful, though. We have very low stamina.
Stamina god.
Stamina. All right, we're just going to send it.
Oh,
she
shit.
wins. Don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt.
Nice. Hell yeah.
We stay blessed. And a new rivalry
girl.
with
Yeah.
Valkyria and Tamina. So
Girl.
there we go. We have a new ladies champ for the second time in as many weeks. And a new rivalry has been birthed.
And hopefully 50K
And then-
fans.
I know. Probably not, though. But you know what Shawn Michaels says? I'm a little tired, but I'm going to grab the mic. And I'm going to give you everything I got. And I'm going to deliver some sweet chin music, but to the ears of Ken Shamrock, and really frustrate him and make this rivalry grow to a level 2. And it does so successfully. And then it pisses Ken Shamrock off. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to go beat the hell out of Ethan Page. And Ethan Page is like, what the hell? Don't beat me up. But you know what? It has to be done. So Ken Shamrock just takes Ethan Page behind the woodshed, gets an easy dub, an okay match for the mid card, and then Trish Stratus, she sees Shawn Michaels, she's like, you know what? I'm a legend too. I know how to get the call outs done. Give me that mic. goes out. Level 3, which is big for us. We're trying to get things in order for the big go-home show next week. And then Natalya Blair Davenport, can they extend their rivalry? Can we get a level 4 feud? We do. Okay, so now we're set up beautifully. We're going to have a banger of a show. We're going to keep climbing the ladder. I can look up and see Canada just in front of me. I feel like I'm in position to strike. And then here we go again. Chief and Beef says we don't even need the microphones. We're just going to come out and stare menacingly into the hearts of the Tongas. And we're going to get this thing to level 3. Let's go, dude. This is working out very well. This has been a very good show in terms of rivalries growing and no one getting hurt. Even, oh my gosh, Dragons. That's a good match. And then, okay. Bruno Sammartino. This is a rivalry that is weighty. Bruno Sammartino, Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant's going to come back with a full contract and a level 1 rivalry for our men's title. And then Seth freaking Rollins, the great Khali. I trusted them to deliver in the main event, and I threw a table stipulation on it. I feel like this is going to be a big time. Hopefully this gets me, I'm going to say this a 4-star match because it's going to be a level 4 feud at the end of it as well. Seth Rollins throws great Khali's big ass through a table. Dang it.
Damn.
Swing and a miss, though. That was the biggest flaw of this show, was we did not get this to a level 4 feud, but at least we had a pretty solid curve overall. Pretty good show overall, though. All the feuds grew that I needed to, and we didn't have any terrible matches on the card. So overall, very good for Lincoln, Nebraska.
But terrible matches on the card for ECW here tonight, outside of the opener, of course, because they got Doc Daddy in the ring, taking on Charlie Dempsey in the rivalry match. And Dempsey gets the victory this time, 3.5 stars. Scarlett calls out Sally Steamroller, their rivalry up to level 3. And then Ivy Nile, Gigi Dolan, they're having a match, but all of a sudden Sally Steamroller runs out. Little slow to respond to Scarlett's call out, and so she kind of interrupts the match, and during the distraction, Ivy Nile able to get the victory. Nia Jax has really been wanting to get in the ring. She continues to cut promos, so she's like, you know what, if I get a rivalry, maybe I can be in the ring. So she starts a rivalry with Wendy Chu. Long-standing rivalry here between these two. Lola Vice has struggled in this feud, hence her anger, and she's battled Molly Holly, low staminas, but, you know, stamina doesn't matter in this game until it does. Molly Holly out for 4 weeks. Lola Vice out for 3 weeks in a 3.5-star victory for Molly Holly. So then KSI trying to raise some fans to make up for the fact that they just lost a couple superstars. 3,000 new fans come to ECW. And then it's the Good Brothers versus the AOP tag team feud here. And the Good Brothers get it done in a 3-star match. Rivalry up to level 4, or excuse me, up to level 3. And then the main event, El Grande Americano dethroned one of the 2 championships of AFA, and now he's trying to maybe injure the man tonight. Take him out once and for all. Can El Grande contain the momentum? He cannot. AFA gets the 3.5-star victory to close the show. The rivalry up to level 3. AFA very healthy because he probably deep down doesn't know what pain is. And then we head over to WCW. Carmelo Hayes has been building his momentum, been grabbing some victories here in recent weeks. But tonight, he is going to be in a submission match with Tyler Bate. Neither of these men necessarily known for submission maneuvers, so they're going to have to get creative. And as the match goes on, Tyler Bate, he goes to do a springboard, and he gets caught. The ropes kind of twist up in his ankle, and so Carmelo Hayes takes advantage and puts kind of like a bull choke on him, and the ref, you know, it's a submission match. Anything goes. Can't do anything here. So Tyler Bate has no choice but to tap out. Carmelo Hayes continues his big momentum in 3.5-star victory, and in a shocking moment, we actually get 2 levels on the rivalry. Doesn't always happen, so excited for that. Then Zelina Vega, she's not in the arena. She's actually on the beach as the champ. She's, she jokes. She's like, I gotta sometimes remember to take this off so I don't mess up my tan line. And she takes the women's championship off of her waist, holds it to the camera, and says, I've heard the talk, I've heard the complaining, I've heard it all. And Liv Morgan, I just want you to know that, yes, okay, you got to keep Raquel. She didn't go over to you, but I'm still the champ. You're still nothing. You thought you ran this brand, but you can't run it without this, and a feud begins. Then a level 3 feud building up here. All these ladies potentially could have 5-star matches on the next show unless this – actually, that'd be the best thing for Canada is This Is War just hits 5 female superstars because then I'm really having to dig. So Tegan Nox / Legend, a couple ladies potentially getting a 5-star match next week, but they're going to try to build that momentum tonight with a 3-star clash and a level 4 feud build there. These two have been trading wins back and forth. Tegan Nox getting the advantage here tonight. And then Liv Morgan comes out to the ring, and the crowd's excited to see her. And she says, look, the big difference between me and Zelina Vega on this brand, you can't say you run a brand if you're too afraid to show up. And the crowd's like, ooh. And so that kind of sparks things up a little bit. Their rivalry up to level 2. Liv Morgan looking to get the women's title. Then triple threat action. Raquel and Jakara have had their issues. And then Kalani Jordan's kind of popped up but behind a door and said, ooh, I want to fight too. And then it scared the shit out of Raquel, which, had her startled in the match. She was just constantly looking over her shoulder, which allowed Jakara Jackson to get the 2.5-star victory here. And the rivalry between Raquel and Jakara goes to level 3. And then Jade Cargill says, last week I wasn't here. I wasn't able to be in the building, but I heard what Bianca had to say. And this week, Bianca's not able to be in the building, but I'm here to extend the message. We were disrespected for far too long. We have not been held to the standard. We are the greatest female superstars on the greatest female brand in the CodyVerse. And like Bianca said, we were forced to be enemies. We were forced to be opponents at Backlash. It's unacceptable. We wanted to defend these titles, and instead we have to hear about this new team of Tegan Nox and Kalani Jordan. We have to hear about the meta too. We have to hear about, Liv and Raquel have reunited, or is Zelina going to take Raquel? We are the standard. So you don't want to respect us, that's fine. We don't respect you. And then Axiom was in Sony's office earlier today, and he was asking for a match. And Sonya's Sonya's kind of trying to figure out what he's saying. She's like, okay, I got it. You want a match night? And he nods his head yes. And she goes, you want a big opponent? And Axiom, very excited, nods his head yes. You want a giant opponent? He nods his head yes. You want to face somebody that's a champion? And Axiom shaking his head yes, thinking, yes, I got to fight Shaq tonight, maybe even for the title. And then she goes, you will fight one half of the tag team champions, Kevin Nash. And Axiom shaking his head no. And she goes, that will be a great match. And Axiom, he's been working so hard to study and learn Shaq so he can become world champ again. He wasn't ready for big, sexy Kevin Nash, who gets it done in a 3.5-star match. And then Randy Orton comes out to the ring and says, look, Javon Evans is not here tonight because of what I did to him inside hell in a cell. But Javon, I've got to tip the cap to you, man. Having these matches with you, I'm seeing your maturation. I'm seeing you grow into what you can be. I keep hearing about how bouncy you are, and you bounce pretty high on the mat after I put you through the top of the cell. I do have to agree, but I wouldn't mind fighting you once again. So if you're able to get to the arena next week, maybe I put this United States Championship on the line and give you one more shot at the gold. And then the main event, Sonya was like, look, we need something to put on in the main event. So she said, you know what? The new World Order's been feuding with the new Catch Republic. So we're going to take Scott Steiner. We're going to take Pete Dunne. And to add a little sizzle for the fans, it is going to be last man standing. And so as the match is going on, Pete Dunne is trying to fight down Scott Steiner, trying to chop down the tree of Scott Steiner, but the big bad booty daddy pulls out the lead pipe and just smokes Pete Dunne with it, and then locks in the Steiner recliner using the lead pipe as leverage. Pete Dunne passes out. Steiner lets go. The referee hits count of 10. Pete Dunne put up a good fight, but not enough for Scotty Steiner. 3.5 stars. Rivalry begins.
Hell yeah, dude. Just like rivalries, talk about rivalries. We got a level 3 one right here because the Intercontinental Division has been shaken to its core these last few weeks. Batista, I think it was the go-home show, week 4, made his Raw debut, walked in, became champion, and then just 2 weeks later lost it to Road Dogg Jesse James, who lost it last week to New Jack. So it's been quite a crazy division. And Batista, I mean, he does want his title back, but he has unfinished business with a man who stole it from him first. It's Road Dogg. So they're going with a one-on-one match, clean match tonight to see who, if I can click on simulate, who is the better victor. And it is going to be Batista because he catches Road Dogg coming at him mid-charge, plants him with a spine buster, picks him up, follows up with a Batista bomb. And that's going to be the 1, the 2, the 3, 4, the 4-star amazing match. We go up to level 4 here, and that's because Demon Finn Balor just puts out a video. He's not even in it. It's just very like cryptic, creepy video with like Canadian symbols on fire and stuff like that. It's crazy. He's coming for Canada, and he's pissed. We know he doesn't like Canada, but what we do like is new signings. And AJ Styles, his music hits and the Lincoln crowd explodes, and he's coming back to Raw. He was forced off the brand last season, but he's back, new gear, but new confidence. Because why? Because he's bringing in Lex Luger behind him, baby. And the crowd is even popping even crazier. But the lights, as they get into the ring and they start high-fiving and pumping each other up, the lights flicker. And that's because the Abyssal Brothers, they don't take kindly to two guys coming in and being friends, because that's a threat to the tag division in their mind. So they're going to put an end to this one quick. Or will they? Because they go into it and they start fighting. The Abyssal Brothers do. And it's an extreme match, or Extreme Rules match. So Abyss blindsides Lex Luger with a chain shot. And that takes him out. And Brooks gets his... Finally, again, he's not good in singles matches, but he hits a black hole slam on AJ Styles for the 1, the 2, the 3. And at 4-star, another amazing match. Call out here. We got Tatum Paxley calling out Julia, says, "You stink, and I don't like you, BO." And that goes up to level 3. And Julia, look how pissed she is at that statement. That's
how Rob Van Dam feels.
I know, dude. She is the RVD of the women's division, apparently. So we have in a mid-card match, Baron Corbin has shown up in the ring. He says, "I've been everywhere in the CodyVerse. I've been on ECW. I'm pretty sure I was on Raw in season 1. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I was. I remember his face. And I want my contracts back. You guys are missing out." But as soon as he can't even finish, because an ambulance is being driven into the arena by Tyrese Halliburton, and he says, "You want to beat anyone? You got to beat me." And Nick Aldis is confused. He goes, "Neither of you guys have a contract, but go ahead, have an ambulance match, sure, I guess." And the bell rings, and Baron Corbin, he does end up throwing Tyrese into the back of an ambulance, and Tyrese has to take 2 weeks off. I don't think the NBAPA, our Players Association, is gonna enjoy that one too much, but yeah.
Of course, that strained calf, he's in pain, so emotional.
He needs 2 weeks off. And then we got Jesse the Body comes down. He goes, "Let me tell you something, brother. I didn't come back to Raw to smile for the cameras. I didn't come back to relive the glory days, man. I came back to win the Intercontinental title from New Jack, and I'm going to do just that when that son of a bitch comes back from injury." Cody,
dude,
how was my Jesse?
Fuck yeah, that was, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I got really excited. I had to
Hell
contain
yeah.
myself.
Hell yeah, dude. I was working on that one before.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Dude.
That's
but we have a
awesome.
tune-up match, because this is not a title match. It's a one-on-one normals match. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. We know that the Becky Lynch beat Michelle McCool 2 weeks ago. Charlotte Flair beat Michelle McCool last week. So they both have a win under their belt. Who is going to get the, what is it called in tennis when you're up by 1? Love?
Love is 0.
Okay, well, a tennis reference. Who's going to get the tennis reference?
Who is tennis?
Becky Lynch has the tennis reference in a 3.5-star match. Whatever that term is, she's up by 1. She's got the ace, the nuts when you score off the serve.
She might be up like
I don't know.
1-0.
There's something when you're up by 1 and it's something like that. So Becky Lynch has got it going into the championship match, whenever that is. Could be next week, could be at the pay-per-view. Keep your eyes open. And that's Michelle Michoud comes out and she says, I've been thinking a lot since I've gotten here, and I've been on a little bit of a losing streak. And my husband told me something real simple. He said, Michelle, stop trying to prove you belong. Just be yourself. And the crowd pops at the implication without her even naming her husband. And she says, I need the respect. And if you guys cheer for me, I know I can give you some quality matches and get some wins. And the crowd, the Lincoln crowd, is behind Michelle McCool. And she is now a good girl. But in the main event, we got Cody Rhodes, who stormed into Nick Aldis's office and demanded a main event match. We know he's been looking for a champion, a solo champion, to battle, even though he's tag champ. He said, Kevin Owens did this last season. I deserve a shot myself. But then Heath Manhattan shows up, and he's been everywhere except the ring. He's been doing viral clips online. He's been doing PR stints, sponsorships. He's gotten 50,000 new fans through the doors. And TKO Entertainment came to CodyVerse and said, listen, you got to book Heath Manhattan in the main event. We will not have anything else but Heath Manhattan in the main event. So Nick Aldis, his hands are tied. He's got to put him in the main event. And then there's Kevin Owens, he's been our consistent champion. Can he get a non-title win, or will he not take this match as seriously? And as this one is underway, that's exactly what happens. He doesn't take this one seriously. And as Heath Manhattan, he didn't even stand a chance in this match. He got like stunnered and crossroad way early into this match and rolled out and was not a part. But Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens had a hell of a match going back and forth. It was 4 stars without Heath Manhattan's involvement. But just like Cody Rhodes has been doing week after week with Brooks Jensen, he dodges a stunner, counters it, I guess, pushes him away, and as Kevin Owens bounces off the rope, catches him in a crossroads, dead center of the ring, and he is our winner in a 4-star main event.
All right. Fantastic shows for our rundowns for WCW. 3.5-star opener. Carmelo Hayes wins a submission match over Tyler Bate. The rivalry up level 4. 3 stars for Tegan Knox defeating Lash Legend. They go to level 4. 2.5 stars, Jakara Jackson wins a triple threat with Kalani Jordan, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel and Jakara go to level 3. Kevin Nash takes down Axiom, 3.5 stars. And in the main event, 3.5 stars, Scott Steiner wins the last man standing match over Pete Dunne. Call outside of things, Liv and Zelina double down for level 2, and Randy Orton goes to level 3 with Javon Evans. For NXT 3.0, Tamina God gets the women's championship in the Fatal 4-Way match over Lyra, Solruka, and Sarcophagus. Lyra and Tamina begin a feud. 2.5 stars, Ken Shamrock takes down Ethan Page, who brings an extra 1,000 fans with him. 2.5 stars, Natalia over Blair Davenport. Their rivalry now up to level 4. Dragon Lee gets a 2.5-star victory over Penta. And in the main event tables match, Seth freaking Rollins takes down the Great Khali. 3.5 stars in that match. Call outside of things, Shawn Michaels calls out Shamrock for level 2. Trish calls out China for level 3. Chief Beef calls out Grills of Destiny for level 3. And then Bruno Sammartino starts a feud with Andre the Giant for Raw. Batista takes down Road Dogg in a 4-star match. Extreme Rules, 4 stars. The Abyssal Brothers take down Lex Luger and AJ Styles. Baron Corbin throws Tyrese Halliburton in the Wee Woo for a 2-star victory. Tyrese Halliburton, 2 weeks, will be injured in that free agent pool. Becky Lynch, 3.5 stars over Charlotte Flair. Their rivalry goes up level 4, and in the main event, 4 stars. Cody Rhodes wins Falls Count Anywhere match over Kevin Owens and Heath Manhattan. On the call side of things, Finn Balor gets to level 4 with Kevin Owens. Tatum Paxley, level 3 with Julia. And then finally for ECW, Charlie Dempsey takes down Angelo Dawkins, 3.5 stars in that opening contest. 2 stars for Ivy Nile over Gigi Dolan with Sally Steamroller, causing chaos. 3.5 stars, Molly Holly defeats Lola Vice. Both of them get injured in that contest. Good Brothers take down the AOP, 3-star match, level 3 now on the rivalry. And in the main event, Rivalry grows to level 3 as Alpha gets a 3.5-star victory over El Grande Americano. On the callouts, Scarlett calls out Sally Steamroller for level 3, and Nia Jax calls out Wendy Chu to begin a new feud. For NXT, it's going to be a 117 rating score, 1,000 fans, $117,000. And Andre says, "Happy to fight you anytime,
He
Bruno.
tweets.
Only one way it ends."
Oh yeah.
Dude, his tweets would have so many typos from his big fingers trying to type. He'd have to have someone do it for him.
Just a ghostwriter.
Yeah. For ECW, they're going to get a 115 rating score. They're going to get 4,000 fans, $110,000.
Hey, ECW, chill.
And they're like, did you guys see Sally Steamroller jump Gigi Dolan? Totally uncalled for. But this also shows what we've been talking about, where as you get more fans, it gets tougher. Cheek had a better rating score than ECW.
Yeah. Well, they promo fan
Crazy work.
Yeah, so they did the charity promo, but you know,
If I didn't have Ethan Page, I would have lost fans.
yeah. So like they got you know, if you remove Ethan Page and you remove the charity promo, ECW, despite a worse rating, got slightly more fans, not a lot, but it shows differences. You know, how we kind of navigate some of those bonuses and everything now that it's tougher to get consistent fan growth. WCW, we're gonna get a 114 right there on cue. We're gonna lose 6,000 fans.
Canada licking
We're gonna
his
gain
chops.
$36,000, and like that, we didn't have any amazing matches, but like our whole show was basically 3 stars, and we still lost 6,000. So like as you get
Brutal.
closer to that 4 mil, it's gonna be tough sledding. You gotta produce consistently.
Canada needs to gain ground.
And then
dude.
Canada with a big show, 125, gonna gain
It's like a 10,000
4,600 fans, $52,000, and Lex Luger and AJ Styles have tag chemistry.
Who would have thought?
So
Okay,
little
sure.
gain there. So a big leap here. But before that, we've got
Hey,
Cheek
give it to
getting
me,
injury
Daddy.
rehab at 3.
Hey.
I'm grabbing
Hey,
some
hey,
rock
that's
bottom
huge.
prices. Canada gonna send somebody to the moon, and these are the new standings. Canada keeps cutting in to that deficit, so I'm up. Baba Booey, Howard Stern's penis.
Baba Booey, Howard Stern's penis, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
I am up 79,000 fans on Canada. Canada is up 70. I was like, wait a second. Like 79,000 fans on Cheek, and then Cheek is up a lot on Armando, 114,000 fans there. Armando's he's twine.
He's doing things.
And then we go to Tampa for the go home show.
Go home.
Canada gonna lead us off.
We're scouted. And what are we scouting? We just can't book. I'm really psyched for this upcoming PLE. Can't wait to put on a great show for the crowd. Yikes, I got some news for you, buddy.
Ooh.
Hey, boss, I got a proposition for you. How about you and I have ourselves a little partnership the next few weeks?
Yeah.
I'm going to just say, sure, dude.
Oh, he's happy.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, what's Demon's happiness? Since you're not going to book him in the PLE.
He's going to show up. He didn't ask for a match. He just asked to be there.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Well, exactly, because when Cody was going through his when Cody was going through his power cards, I saw he had a Veto Star, which is our most popular superstar, and our most popular superstar is Kevin Owens. So, oh shit, with 17 Sammys. We're gonna have to book him this week regardless.
Does he have the physio?
We do not have a physio, but we do have enough injury rehabs to get somebody back for 4 weeks.
Injured for a week.
I know. I have no choice but to do it because if he pops that card this week, I won't be able to book Kevin Owens and Demon Finn Balor at the pay-per-view anyways.
And as a reminder, excuse me, for the viewers, sorry, I was getting choked up at the thought of Kevin Owens getting injured. But when the power card gets popped, like let's say I use Veto Star, it is based on what the ratings were coming into this week. So if you're thinking, oh, well, he could just remove the title off Kevin Owens, it's what's coming into the week. So if I use Veto Star, it would hit KO.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, although he is 17 stamina and he's 47 stamina, I'm going to see if I can book a card around this first because I'm just gonna lay it all out there because I am booking first, and it's all I can do. I'm gonna try to save this, and if Cody does use this card against me this week, and I can't use Kevin Owens, I'm gonna have to blow this off in a steel cage during the next push to go home. So we'll see if I can book around it, but I'm gonna try to keep their staminas intact for now. And if Cody doesn't use it, we'll use it at the pay-per-view. If he does use it, it's kind of forcing his hand to use it, is what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
So
and
He's in his head. The mind games.
mind games.
have to. Because there's
This
that
is
too.
40
with, like,
chess.
you know, he could do a steel cage at the pay-per-view anyway, but steel cage also comes with a fan bonus too. So there's
Right. Of course.
there's good maneuverability that can happen either direction, which is fun. That's what the strategy is. The strategery of the final season.
That is the strategy. I'm going to go ahead and turn Aleister Black back to good. I know we're just doing that a lot, but it is our goal to get a trophy. And then I think my idea here is he can feud with somebody like Jesse Ventura or Batista after these feuds are cleared. So we're going to roll... or Batista was good. I'd have to flip Batista. You get me, though. Or... no, I guess... I am looking at that the wrong way. Do I have any heal? Brooks Jensen. You know what? It's going to be Heath Manhattan that's going good again. We're just going to use him as our flip-flopper. We do need self-promos. I think what I'm going to do is give it to Demon Finn Balor yet again. What we're going to do is we're going to have... I think we're going to do... Abyss versus Rey Mysterio to end this feud, with AJ Styles running in to attack Abyss and hopefully help Rey Mysterio win. We are doing... this is seriously some 4D chess right now.
It's intense right now. Yeah. Like, I'm already trying to think of, like, cards I have and, like, how I want to maneuver. And where it gets interesting, too, is, you know, if Cheek gets his 50,000 bonus, like, he's right back in it, too. Where it could be, like, Kanda and I are, like, strategizing for each other, and then Cheek just, with those high XPs, makes his move, too. So, this is top tier for the final season.
Yeah, and there's no stipulation I can do to try to get Disco Bell and Julia a win here. So I think I'll keep this as a kind of mid-card match, and we will just make it a titles match. I think we want to end this feud as well, and although Road Dogg could potentially get injured, we want to end this feud. That might be our opener. And then last but not least, I think... ooh, this one's a tough one. But I think what we're going to have to do is do Aleister Black versus Lex Luger. See if something pops here. Aleister Black is being like a legend killer. He just went after Bret Hart, and now he's going after Lex Luger. I guess that's the role. That's the mantle he is taking on. Oh, it's... again, I have to check it every time. I'm going to try to make a falls count anywhere this... and a tornado tag, eh? Tornado tag. We have a self promo. We have our role change. And we need a falls count anywhere. I think this match is primed to be the best for that. Falls count anywhere. It's gonna, although it is going to lean Abyss. That's not great for me for Rey Mysterio. So maybe I'll make this one a tables match. The falls count anywhere. They're both their specialties. I like that. But we are going to put the level 3 feud above that. Tables match for Ray. Tornado tag. We're just knocking off a lot of things here. Yeah.
Challenge week.
Also for your main event, it would be whoever won last week was up 15 love.
Thank you. It is love. I thought I said love.
Well, love was 0.
Love was 0. I think me saying love is 0.
15 is the first. 15's the first.
Yeah, I think that was where I accidentally confused you. Because you're like, somebody gets one, like love. And I was like, love is 0. And then it just spiraled.
Love is nothing.
Do I want to use anything else this week? Maybe our To the Moon. Although, no, I don't.
Oh.
Damn.
Although maybe Disco Bell. I don't hate the Disco Bell.
That's impressive, though, because that means only 2 people on your roster are below 60 pop.
That actually is kind of crazy.
Like,
Holy
that's
shit.
actually insane.
Fixed match right there.
Fixed match, dude. I actually will grab that. Thank you, Chief.
Uh-huh.
He's acted like
twist my arm. Oh, yeah.
Since you reminded me, I didn't even notice it.
Whoa, dude, that was crazy. Although I could give Dixo Bell a little bit of a
what?
Yeah, a little Freudian slip there. Disco Bell, a little bit of a push with To the Moon and a Get Schooled 3.
Ooh.
So you know what?
Triton.
I think our one fan, that's the name escaped me, I don't have it in front of me, who loved Dr. Punching Stone and moved his sights over to Disco Bell. I'm gonna do it.
True.
Wow.
I'm gonna do it
Ooh,
for
level
that
12.
one guy.
That's pretty legit.
It's not bad. And then I also am gonna use, because she does have a match this week, she's gonna go.
Would you
to
say she's
the
royalty
middle.
though?
Not yet.
Oh.
Possibly. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was like, does he pull? Does he double pull?
No, we can't.
Dude,
I
a lot
love
of
them.
pulling.
If this was not the last season, maybe.
True. Yeah.
And I think we will use our basic morale because we just
Owen
gave her
ain't.
such a push. Disco Bell. He's gonna have some
At
morale.
first, Disco Bowen's gonna hit like crack.
Disco Morale.
Good go home.
That's
That
not
is
bad.
saucy.
I think I'm feeling decent about it. There's no title to start. I do think the level 3 is gonna do better than a Falls Count Anywhere, although it is both their specialty. I won't be surprised if it does better. This is level 3 too, actually. And it is a Falls Count Anywhere match, but don't run-ins kind of devalue our thing?
Running, yeah, it'll lower the match quality.
Hell in a Cell for bad timing.
Ooh. Could come in handy.
48,000. Basically, you're saying 48,000 for a bad timing. I don't think that's a good deal. I think you can buy bad timings.
It's
So I'm not gonna
cheap.
do
I
that.
don't remember how much, but
It's not 48,000.
No.
So I'm gonna leave bad timing on the table, although it is tempting. I think we're definitely gonna hit this before the end of the season. We're halfway through and it's week 9. We can do this. I am a little worried. I think we're gonna have to leave TLCs behind. Training promos would have been nice. Okay, we just need one more ambulance match. I'll knock that out eventually. Okay, I think we got enough. I think we're good. So I am gonna call this one. This is our go home show. We're feeling pretty decent about it. Let's go home.
All right. So Yokozuna, I knew this was coming up. He's gonna want his contract extension. He's so happy. I was actually gonna use the authorization on him, but I think I'm gonna lowball him and take the hit on his morale and save some of that money, and we'll deal with it later.
Hell yeah.
So,
I think that's smart.
where are we at? There we go. How about 60K? You little slut.
He
Takes
loves
it.
being called a slut.
Still happy. Yeah, look at him. Look at those eyes. All right. So he wants a match in the next show, which would be right here, right now. He is happy. He would kind of be neutral if I did him in a promo. I just feel like I have...
You could always splash him into something too, if
Yeah. Yeah, there might be something I can get him in. Let's do that. Let's make him happy. Okay, and then... She is pissed. I think I might lie to her and just see where things go. She just can't win a match. That's not my problem, lady. 10 triple threats. Alright. If I can get 8 more shows, I should get that one organically, and then I just need one more. I could do the Canada 3 ambulance matches. I could do that in 1 week if I needed.
Hell yeah, brother.
It should be crazy, but
I was gonna say that'd be a crazy night.
But I mean, the way things are going, it's either going to be, I don't know. We'll figure things out. But all right, so here we go. Pocket sand. So not really interested. If I get it organically, it is what it is. All right. $228,000. Just to unlock, I can unlock a casket match. Ooh, special guest referee. Trip to the underground, health spa. Okay. Is there anything I want to use on anybody? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything. I just want to book this show and kind of see where we are at. So, Kali, Rollins. I think it's. I just want to see. Let me just get this card set. I gotta make sure I got something in the bag for the PLE too. I think. I think this is gonna be my PLE match, so hopefully they can get the job done, get that to level 4. Trish is a good one. One more. I think it might be. Might just be Ken and Michaels, and that might get tucked into a mid card. So I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have no. I don't think I'm gonna have any title matches this week. Crazy work.
Damn.
Crazy work. It's just where some of these rivalries are falling. So anyways, the show must go on. I want to do. We need some charity. Bruno's pretty good on the mic. We have the Hitman, Brune. Let's do. All right, is there anybody? Oh yeah, Braun. All right, so I'm gonna tweak things. I know Braun needs to be in his match. I know Ethan Page needs to get in his. I just want to try to figure out. One more. Is there anybody for this? Everyone sucks on the mic on this brand. Let's have you do advertising. Can you get us any cash flow? All right, I want to see now if we can have. Tables. Throw Ethan Page in on a tables match. Gets us our bonus. Is there anybody else? Bronski. Triple Threat Extreme Rules. Ooh. Okay. We're working. Is there anybody else? I think that's better. Yeah. They're going underground. Iron Woman. This is already Extreme Rules and tables. All right. Now I just got to get this curve, baby. 16, 17. 3. This is brutal.
You got this.
Trying to think. It's just their ring XPs, and I'm not a big fan of, but I think I might. Bro.
Scary hours.
Dude, this is not good for the brand. I just like there's 2 immortals and especially in their special there. I think I'm gonna leave it. Braun Breaker gets his promise. And have
You can't break that promise.
oh I can Braun break it. I do have a little extra cash. I might grab this Superstars GM. Just, it's always good to have if you need somebody to be a little happier. Speaking of Hell Spa, is there anybody I didn't use this show? I think Tamina might be good for Tamina to get a little extra boost. Just to help her out. I think that's good. I don't really need to burn another one. Okay. Brutal times. Just for funsies. Ace backdraft. Nick Clipper could bring him on.
Yeah, Clippler.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
My favorite.
I think that's good. It's not an exciting one in terms of title matches being changing hands, but I have a lot of those titles holders are just in low-level feuds right now, so it doesn't really work out. But I'm hoping this can at least get me to level 4, so we'll see a level 4 tag title next week. Actually, I'm going to double down on it.
Ooh.
Just
Yeah.
locking it in.
I need to make sure,
Double
or at least
down.
try to make sure that this gets to level 4 so I can salvage something. So, all right. So there we go. Without
I just
further,
Well, never mind.
what? Say
Never
it.
mind.
Say it.
I think you have a card that boosts all things up by 1 if you really wanted to make sure. That's your bad blood card.
Is it?
Then you would just cancel those promos because you wouldn't need them anymore. The boiling point. Oh, he doesn't.
Oh, no.
Did you use that?
It might
I
have
don't
just
know if
been
I
you
ever
and I that
had it.
have it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
So
could have swore you had one. My bad.
it's all right. I'll live with it. I don't think Ilya Dragunov was gonna rake me in like 20 grand worth of cash anyway, so I'll just leave it be. I have confidence in Chief Beef to get it done. So, all right, there we go. Not bad for Tampa, Florida.
All right, let's see. First, I get Shashad,
See.
but who's gonna get hit here?
War, baby.
Oh, Zelina, Pete Dunne,
Ooh.
Kevin Nash, Raquel, and Jakara.
All right.
Okay,
Have
so
Deal with that.
and then War Games
Ooh.
coming through. All right, so Triple H not gonna like this, but Dunn, Jakar Jackson, Zelina Optimus show, as well as 2 other people that I refuse to name. All right, Scott Steiner saying, "Oh, I'm Cody's best superstar in WCW. Now Magic Crowd might get a little bored to see me win. I need a bigger test. Want to suit my superior skills. I want to face both Randy and Axiom this week. I think I'm gonna have to tell him no, just because I don't know how I funnel this, and I guess the way to do it, if I say yes, would be Shaxium, Randy, and Steiner in a fatal 4-way. Finish the Shaxium feud. Randy and Javon end at another time. And then I've got to think. Because, like, the last time we did 4 women's matches, we did 1 men's match. I could do that again. So we've got 2, 5, 6, 7. And then we would need to sign an 8th to do 4 singles matches on the women's side. So, you know what? We'll say yes. Just keep things rolling there. Tyler Bate wants to take 2 weeks off, which would take out the tag match. So I'm trying to think what my pivot would be, because I was thinking I would do the tag match at the PLE, but instead I could do, I mean, Randy would be an injury risk, but I could do Randy and Javon at the PLE. And then, similar to like Candace's situation, I could just blow off the tag match in a steel cage at some point after Money in the Bank. So
What you think?
Let's go ahead and tell him yes. We've been building up his popularity and everything, so we'll keep up momentum. All right, so TLC match gets me an injury rehab 3, which could be very helpful. I like that it spells it out. Promise Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. They fucking know, baby. All right, so Liv Morgan 2 weeks to get a shot at the women's title, which Zelina did get blocked here, so that's also a scenario because I am potentially, I would potentially just need to do that to not break the promise to Liv. So it might actually be Liv and Zelina at at Money in the Bank. So let's first put on the men's match here that we're gonna do to fulfill the Steiner promise. So that is, he wanted to face Axiom, Randy Orton, and then we're putting Shaq in it to give us the rivalry. They all have unique classes, and we've got the level 4 feud here. We've got some high ring XP, so that might do well. And then probably just put tables, since tables is the thing. Then what I'm thinking right now is, you know, Kanda just brought up the boiling point card. What I was thinking is I could go with a Liv call out of Zelina. I sign 2 female stars, and then I use boiling point to get this to level 4, and then maybe another women's feud gets added in. We do another fatal 4-way. So let's go ahead and grab our feuds that we have built. There's no reason not to have those included. Then we've got Kalani and Bianca. So I think we just sign 1 face, 1 heel. It is going to be, if I have to do a full search, which I do, but I have the ability to know guys, but I think I only have the ability to know a lot of guys at once. So that's the tough part, is we are burning 10 scout points. So I am going to do that. I just want to give myself a second to think through here. I'm going to pop a Sony here. I was looking at the contract negotiation too, but we also have a bad publicity too. So I'm going to double up on that. So we're going to pop our second of 3 Sonys this season, since we got the back again card.
Hell yeah.
So we get 2 bad publicity 2s. We get 2 contract negotiation 1s. And actually, this kind of works out for me too. I can use a cheaper guy knower this week. We're going to pop one of the 2s that we just got. Or no, we can't, because it can't be used on a PLE. I got to remember that, because now I've got a shit ton of these to burn through, which is I'm not complaining. I'm very happy about it, but I do got to pay attention to that. Okay, so I wanted to check. Can I still look at the other ones? I can. So we'll see if I'm able to do this here. So effects. I don't want to use I think I still have a War Games. I don't want to use my War Games, but I wanted to see. So I have bad advertising. What one is Back Alley Crew? Logistics. Okay, so I don't have the ability. What I was going to do, just call a spade, was if I had the ability to lower just effects, I was going to hit that for Canada to stop him from doing a steel cage at the PLE instead of using a veto.
You cheeky bastard.
Veto star.
Don't bring me into this.
Oh, wait, right here. Right? That was in effects. Just double check it. Yeah, so I'm going to use effects. So Canada will be able to do, if he chooses, the Kevin Owens Finn Balor match, but he won't be able to also have it be a steel cage
Hell yeah, dude.
at the pay-per-view. So we're going to use that. It's still, I mean, it's going to be a 5-star match. He's going to have other things he can do, but that's kind of how I was thinking I can. The steel cage, the fans startled me there a little bit, so we're going to mitigate that, at least for that feud. He obviously can do it other feuds. Okay, so let's go ahead, so I don't forget. Let's pop a Queens of the Ring.
There she is.
Then
Queen of the Ring.
we're going to sign the one that's slightly more popular, Andrea Cannons.
She's got them cannons.
Cannons.
Then we're going to come back over here. And Andrea is going to fight Kalani Jordan.
Ooh, shit.
Then
Is that 5 stars?
so far I've yet to not be able to get a 5-star with, because we even used jobbers last time, but there's possibility that that eventually doesn't work out. Okay, so I want to see if I go female, I wouldn't also be able to mark the class, so there is a possibility I'd have to go heel, which would again really push the envelope, but I'm gonna go with that. So we're gonna use this ability. We're just gonna know a couple guys here. We're not gonna get crazy knowing guys, and then we're gonna do the search. If we do not get a face, then we'll just sign a heel and hope it works. But we do get one face, so Clarity Grimrose
Yeah, baby.
is gonna come in for a week.
It's like Sarcophagus' tag team partner. Something about her.
Yeah, I agree. It's the attire and the the headband
thing. Yeah.
All right, so in theory, those get 5 stars. These definitely will.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have this close the show.
Close it.
This is gonna open the show. I think this gets 5, but I'm not as confident in it. And then we're gonna hope that the jobber one. So far, again, we brought in the Bride of Chucky last month, and it got 5.
Right.
So I
That's true.
think
That
we'll
is
be
true.
okay. But it always just feels weird to say, yeah, 5-star match with jobbers. Okay, so now promo wise, we didn't do this last week because I wanted to move some feuds, but we are going to use our shake-up card, which is charity promos triple the cost, but double the fan gain. We're going to use one of those with Carmelo Hayes for the cruiser. He's the only one that can do that for us. We are going to have Javon Evans. Actually, if I'm going to use that Boiling Point card next week, there's no point in having Javon Evans do a call-out because it would go up anyway. So we're going to have Tommaso Ciampa do a self-promo. He's been injured, and then his stamina was rough, so he's gradually making his way back into the picture. And then advertising with one is just too risky, so we're gonna go training here. Tyler Bate wants 2 weeks off, so that's why we're not using him. Just seeing if there wouldn't be any other titles put on the line. So Steiner's promise is kept. Tyler Bate, we just got to not use him at the PLE. Liv Morgan, unless something happens unexpected, gets her shot at the PLE. We injury rehab 3 for a TLC match. Do I just make this a TLC match?
TLC.
I think I do.
TLC later.
I think this can still get it's no one's specialty, but I think it can still get me what I need, and then gets me an injury rehab if I screw up.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, then are there any cards I want to use outside of that? So we've got 3 of these, so we're going to make Canada's cards expensive for the play in case
Hell
something
yeah,
majestic pops up. There's
Just
so many
perusing
fucking
your power cards.
dude. It's not like there's so many. It's crazy that like in my head I'm like I don't want to burn them all, but it's like we've got 16 weeks. Like this is a fuck ton of cards. So I'm like I do gotta sprinkle. We're gonna go ahead and use one of these now. So we're not re-signing there. I don't think Kalani's gonna be expensive, but I don't want to have to do a signing next week, so I'm gonna do that. That way, next episode, no one's asking me for a contract.
First they've heard of it.
True. Yeah. It avoids that email too. And then, although I've got his morale high, I'm thinking Shaq's been expensive. All my re-signings of him typically. So even if I lowball him, I'm anticipating him costing me a chunky bit. So I think I'm gonna also just knock another one out towards him, and then he'll have a negotiation more towards the end of the season. And then I think that's finally it for this week. I was a lot of things.
Spicy week.
Yeah, this is saucy. And then again, I think we've got 5 stars across the board, but we do have, with the war games, we have the lower logistics and show quality. So we're putting on 5-star matches, but it's pretty much just me trying to negate a huge loss this week versus getting much of a gain. So Canada's card's still very effective there, but I think we're good to send it in and hope for the best in Tampa. Oh, boy, a tough start.
Speaking of the best.
Yeah, that's tough. All right, Armando. He's trying to chase down Cheek. He's trying to become relevant once again. He's going to start off with a tornado tag to kick things off. His tag rivalry, I think it's level 3, the AOP versus Good Brothers to begin the show. And the AOP get a 4-star victory to get the job done. And then KSI, he wants to be in a rivalry. He's like, I'm sick of promos. Maybe if I call somebody out, I can start fighting. And then he tried to call Joe Gacy, and Joe Gacy didn't answer, so he's not going to fight yet. Gigi Dolan, Ivy Nile. I think it's level 3. It's maybe level 4, but I think it should be closing here. Oh, I lied all the way through. It was level 2, now level 3. Ivy Nile gets the 2.5-star victory. I feel like I've saw this match like 10 times, so I just assume they got it there. Sally Steamroller going to call out Scarlett for a level 4. Their intensity is so high. Sally Steamroller says, I would be better in the cross-branded matches than you ever were, and that really pissed off Scarlett. Then Nia Jax, her plan worked. If I start a feud, I might get to have a match. She started a feud with Wendy Chu. They're now having an Extreme Rules match. So much stamina to put into this contest, and it leads to a 3.5-star victory for Nia Jax. The rivalry goes level 2, and then Scarlett says, hey, ignore that bitch from earlier. I belong in the PLE, and she gets a fan of support. Then, that was a weird team. All right, Doc Daddy teaming up with Eric Rowan against Charlie Dempsey and Elton Prince. This is like... Back in the day, WCW would do like Battle Bowl where you'd have like random tag partners, and then all the winners of the tag matches would be in a battle royal at the end of the night. This is their version of that, which is pretty weird concept. And tonight, Doc Daddy and Eric Rowan win the Battle Bowl, 3 stars on the match. And then Kit Wilson, he's got the new theme song, the Neutron. It's taken over. He in an interview even said it's not AI. He actually had, if I remember, Cody, insert Kit Wilson attacking Matt Cardona. Very funny scene. He came out to his theme, attacked Matt Cardona, and the theme stopped. And then after he attacked him, the theme started back up, and he started strutting. So
Cardona was likely being toxic when Cardona returns. Yep. Back on January 2nd. He defeated Keith Wilson.
Kit Wilson getting over in real life, maybe going to get over on ECW. 3,000 fans, charity promo. And then in the main event, El Grande Americano did the unthinkable and won the world title from Alpha. And he said, you know what? I don't need your other belt yet. I'll defend this one. So El Grande Americano putting the gold on the line against Alpha. And he beats him again.
Wow, dude.
When the titles are up.
Crazy work.
I the rivalry ends, and El Grande Americano didn't even want his other championship. He said, I got this one. This is good enough for me. And he defends it successfully. Yeah. 4.5 stars for the world champion. Afa, just a lowly television champion now as we head to Raw.
Ooh. Yeah. Batista last week, he won fair and square against Road Dogg Jesse James. But Road Dogg Jesse James walks into Nick Aldis's office and demands a rematch against Batista. And Nick says, why would I do that? He won fair and square. And Road Dogg says, what if I put a stipulation on the line? I will put my title rematch, because technically Batista got his rematch against for the IC title, but Road Dogg hasn't. He says he's going to put it on the line tonight. So this is now a #1 contenders match for the IC title. And Nick Aldis says, that's good enough. Get on out there and see what you can do. And when everything's on the line, Road Dogg exactly does just that. As Batista lines up for a Batista bomb, Road Dogg slips out, kicks his knee, hits him with a famouser out of nowhere. And that's an easy 1, 2, 3, 3.5 star match. Rivalry is complete between Batista and Road Dogg Jesse James. Heath Manhattan comes out, and he kind of just looks, he gets into the ring, looks around, goes, hey, and everybody fucking explodes the whole arena. Yeah, exactly. And everybody's a fan of Heath again. Lex Luger comes down to the ring, and he is, he's got a suit on, actually. He's just grabs a mic and says, last week these two monsters, Abyss and Brooks Jensen, pretend they run the tag division. And as soon as he couldn't even finish, because suddenly a black mass, Aleister Black kicks Lex Luger in the face and almost wipes his jaw off his face. Aleister Black picks up the mic that Lex was holding and says, Nick Aldis watched what I did to Bret Hart. He was impressed and said, get out there and show that Raw has that violence. And he said it's a Falls Count Anywhere match, and it starts right now. But Aleister Black, again, maybe it was Lex was fighting in the suit. Aleister Black, he's the Legend Killer, apparently. And this is a 4.5 star match. It should have opened the card. Apparently didn't expect it to do that good. Damn. And Lex Luger and Aleister Black do start that rivalry. Okie dokie. We cut to an inside of a mansion, a massive mansion, and you can tell it's Canadian because there's a Canadian flag in the background, but it's a little too quiet, and the camera turns, and there's Demon Finn Balor, and the camera tilts down as Demon kneels down, and there's a Canadian icon by the floor. It is Jim Carrey, beaten almost half to death, and Finn Balor says, Canada, do you see this? He goes, every week I hear Kevin Owens this, Maple Justin's that, oh, Canada. He goes, every week I don't get a title shot. I will be going after a Canadian icon. This week, it's Jim Carrey. Kevin Owens, will you show up next week at Money in the Bank and put your title on the line? And Demon Finn Balor gets 5 people behind him. They're like, damn, that was a really good promo. Damn. And this match is kind of coming to a close. Obviously, the tag team, the tag champions have been feuding with the Abyssal Brothers, but Rey Mysterio has taken quite a taking with Abyss, because they've had their own singles feud as well. And this one boils over tonight in a tables match. So as this one goes along, we have AJ Styles. He's going to be running in. Is it going to count? No, because it just too much for this monster Abyss. At the end of the match, AJ Styles slides in the ring and attacks Abyss, trying to even the odds, because Abyss has just been on one all match. He turns around, grabs AJ Styles by the throat, and black hole slams him through the table that was set up in the ring. Rey Mysterio thinks this is his time, but jumps onto Abyss's back, but Abyss kind of just picks him up off his back. Military press slam over the head, out of the ring, into a table, just like Triton's epic win. But Abyss takes out 2 men, one he didn't even plan on attacking, and that's a 4-star match. But Jesse the Body comes out and he says, cut my music, cut it. He goes, I get it. New Jack doesn't want to show up, doesn't want to put his title on the line, has a boo-boo on his head. Well, you son of a bitch, you better be coming out, at least if it's not next week at Money in the Bank. I want my title, my IC title, and I'm coming to get it. So Jesse the Body's calling out New Jack officially, and that grows to level 4. He wants the IC title. Match 4 is a tornado tag. The internet has been going crazy over Disco Bell's sex tape. It just released. Yeah, and everybody is absolutely enamored with it. They're like, damn, that was really good. She's got some great technique. And is it going to translate? What? Is it going to translate to the ring? No, absolutely not. Alexa Bliss and Tatum Paxley, they just proved that this is a wrestling. This is not about OnlyFans. This is not about PH. This is about wrestling. So Alexa Bliss and Tatum Paxley show why they are still the tag champions. I didn't think that was going to get that much of a reaction at 3.5-star match. Backstage, Brooks Jensen calls out Cody Rhodes, says, "You've beaten me like 3.5 times, and the rivalry doesn't grow." He says, "Hopefully I can beat you next time and the rivalry will grow." But this time, it just doesn't. So unfortunately, that was a waste. But in the main event, we have Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch had that tennis reference, so she is up by 1 win this, these last 15 love. She's up 15 love, baby. No, I think it's the advantage. I think I just remember it. It's the advantage. Yep. Look it up. Look up the advantage while this one plays. Becky Lynch has the advantage, has the 1-up on Charlotte Flair. And can she capture the championship? No, that is because I think Becky Lynch was probably too enamored with looking up before the match. She was Googling tennis terms. So she wasn't really locked into the match. So that's because that's why Charlotte Flair locks in the figure 8. And as Becky Lynch goes to reach for her phone to look up again a tennis reference, she goes to reach for the phone and slams her hand on the mat like 5 times, and the ref's like, "I guess you're tapping out." So Becky Lynch taps out to the figure 8, and Charlotte Flair is still our champion with a 4.5-star classic match. And the rivalry's complete.
Wow.
Damn.
All right. Well, I don't know how to follow up a Disco Bell sex tape, but best I can do is Penta and Chad Gable getting into the fray. They're going underground, though. They're taking it under. Can Penta topple Chadwick in the match of all matches? He does. It's a specialty match, and he comes out 4.5 stars. Penta Gable rivalry is complete. Penta looking on to the next challenge of what's ahead. Good start to the show for NXT 3.0. And then look at this. We steal the man from Raw, and he comes out and he says, "Here's what I think of Canada," and he throws up a middle finger.
Dang.
And the Americans in Florida go wild. 4,000 fans come our way as the Hitman turns heel.
No,
to
you're
Canada.
not. You're not doing that as they went to go get a drink. That's impossible.
No, that's canon now. Bret Hart.
No,
is-
a tear just came to my eye.
Bret Hart is as American as they come. And then Great Khali, Seth freaking Rollins, they're going to finish their feud in Extreme Rules. And Braun Breaker says, "I want in this too." And they're like, "What the hell? What are you doing in here?" He's like, "I haven't wrestled in a while. I'm bored. I want in." And they're like, "Fine, we'll kick your ass too." Great Khali, Seth freaking Rollins, they don't care. They just want to settle the beef amongst themselves. And Great Khali with a great performance, 4.5 stars, back-to-back 4.5-star match. That rivalry comes to a close, and Braun Breaker is slightly happier now, even though he lost in the match he wanted to participate in. And then 2,000 fans come our way for Bruno Sammartino's promo. He doesn't get the luxury of turning on his great nation. He knows better than that. He knows that that's a low move. That's something only a Canadian would do. So he gets 2,000 fans coming our way. He says, "Look at my big, luscious nipples." All right, and now we have Natalya, Blair Davenport in an Iron Woman match. They're going to settle this feud. We need these shows to hit because there is no title switching hands tonight. So I need big matches throughout. And Natalya says, "Don't worry, Cheek. I got you." 4 stars, an amazing match. Another rivalry comes to an end. So far, we're bringing heat. Now, when I click continue, I'm very nervous because I need Chief Beef to deliver for me on this call out because that sets up well for next week's PLE.
Hell
It does. Chief Beef delivers outside of the ring, and you could bet your sweet ass that next week they're going to deliver inside of it. Just like
Sweet beef.
sweet beef. So the Tonga, so the next promo coming down the pipe means nothing, but you know what? I love having full-on feuds, and here we go. Ethan Page, he's feeling pretty good. He knows that the reason this show, this brand gains fans is because of him. He's bringing cheeks to seats. But Shawn Michaels, Ken Shamrock, they say, who the hell are you and why are you in our match? Why are you amongst our feud? We're going to put your sorry ass through the table. So they might team up and throw Ethan Page right through it. And they do. But unfortunately, Shawn Michaels' hand was on Ethan Page last as him and Ken Shamrock both went to throw him up over into the table. So technically, Shawn Michaels gets the victory. So Ken Shamrock feels a little hurt and betrayed by that, and that's why that rivalry grows to level 3. But they at least smirk to each other as they destroy Ethan Page. And then there you go. There you have it. The Tongas say, you know what, Chief Beef? We're not looking forward to getting
That's why their promo didn't move the rivalry.
Yeah, they're just like, okay. And they come out and they're just like, ha, ha, ha. And they're terrified to get into the ring once again with Chief Beef, because now they have an actual tag team name. They didn't early on in the feud, and that's why the Tongas got the best of them. But now under Chief Beef, you guys are screwed, buddy. Those titles are switching hands next week. And speaking of titles switching hands, no title is going to switch hands right here, because Trish Stratus is a tag team champion. She is not the women's champion. She's going to face China in Extreme Rules to finish this out. China gets the L here. That's all she gets. As we end on a 4.5-star banger, the rivalry is complete. Trish Stratus completes her feud with the man. And we talk about Becky Lynch.
Head over to WCW, and we see footage of Scott Steiner in Sonya Deville office demanding to face the stars of WCW. He wants Axiom. He wants Randy Orton. And so Sonya, after that clip shows, we see her in her office, and she says, tonight, not only will Scott Steiner get his wish, but we are going to add in Shaquille O'Neal to that match. Shaq will defend his championship in a 4-way TLC match. But you know what? The last time we had a go-home show before the play, we put the women out there, and the women stole the show. So tonight, we're doing the same damn thing. We've even got a couple new ladies that are going to walk in and have the opportunity to prove their worth. And so WCW crowd's fired up. They fucking love women's wrestling on WCW. So it kicks off right away. Tegan Knox and Lash Legend closing out their feud. They've been trading wins, and tonight Tegan Knox gets the 5-star victory. She technically could have gotten hurt there, but I was banking on a 40 stamina not getting injured, since Armando can book like 5 stamina. Then Liv Morgan out in the ring, and she goes, so what do you know? Tonight, a night we're showcasing the women of WCW, and I don't get my title match because the champ, once again, isn't willing to walk in the building. And we're getting to a point where I think maybe she's just scared. But, Zelina, I have it on good authority that if you are not at Money in the Bank with that women's championship, you are getting stripped of the championship. So there is nowhere left for you to run, and I'll bring down any hell that I can to get my title. The rivalry goes level 3, and then Kalani Jordan out in the ring. She has been notified she has taken on somebody she's never seen, and all of a sudden you hear them fire off in the distance because Andrea Cannons has arrived. on WCW, but Kalani Jordan isn't distracted by any knockers. She gets a 5-star match. Starts a feud that would only be pursued if I might look, if at Money in the Bank, Andrea Cannons is back on the list without me searching. Might bring her back and just run this, or just not run it at all. But Kalani Jordan gets the job done over Andrea Cannon's 5 stars. And then Carmelo Hayes comes out to the ring and says, hey, I've been building up my momentum. Melo don't miss for a reason. Every match has been nothing but net, and that's what the ladies here of WCW are doing tonight. And I know my boy Javon Evans, he's putting in that work because Randy Orton's going to give him one more shot. I had Tyler Bate strung up in these ropes. He can't even be here tonight. We are taking over. Rally behind us, and we get 7,000 fans. Very happy with that, actually. With him being 3 promo skill, I was hoping to do all right, but 45,000 to maybe have him bomb that promo and get like 2,500 fans would have hurt my heart. So good job, Mr. Hayes. Then the World Championship strung up high above the ring. We've got Shaq trying to defend. This will end his feud with Axiom. Axiom trying to get the world title back. Scott Steiner could be a double champion. Randy Orton could be a double champion. A lot on the line here in this TLC match. And it's a big bad booty daddy. Climbs to the top, and he can't quite reach the belt as Steiner's going up, but he has that lead pipe. He had just smoked Shaq with the lead pipe, so he actually uses the lead pipe, swings it at the belt, which unhooks it. He catches it, and Scott Steiner not only won half of the tag champs with Kevin Nash, he is now your world champion. Shaq see him, their feud comes to an end, and Shaq is on the ground. He's looking up, and he's seeing his championship had fallen by the wayside, and Axiom walks over and offers his hand to shake Shaq's hand. They've had a long feud. It took a long time to reach the end, and they have respect for one another. But then Tommaso Ciampa comes out to the ring. We saw him a few weeks ago. He looked rough. Tonight, he looks 100%, and he gloms Axiom in the back of the head, and he stares at Shaq. And they look at Scott Steiner holding both his titles. Ciampa, Shaq, they smile at one another. They shake hands, and they signal to Scott Steiner because there's only one duo that can stop the New World Order, and it's the Baldies. They're back. Then Bianca Belair, she knows she has the other one-night rookie coming in, and all of a sudden she goes, oh my God, Sarcophagus is on WCW? But then as she gets closer, she realizes it's actually just Clarity Grimrose. So Bianca Belair, a little disappointed, just kicks her ass, hits the KOD, gets the win, but it's 5 stars because the crowd was so excited thinking it was Sarcophagus that they didn't realize that it wasn't. And then Javon Evans. He's trying to work his way back from that deathly fall he took inside Hell in a Cell. He's trying to build himself back up. He's trying to show Randy Orton that when the rivalry comes to a close, he can indeed become the United States champion. And he admits he's a little disappointed. He wanted Randy to win the world title tonight. That way, Randy would still have something around his waist when Javon Evans pulls the upset of the century. And then in the main event, Jade Cargill, Io Sky. I forgot we flipped Jade Cargill to help the tag feud. So this is the ultimate test. Can Heel also get 5 stars with the power card? Because I genuinely forgot that Jade flipping would cause this feud to not mesh. It doesn't fucking matter. All right, so we now know Jobbers, it's 5 stars. Heel, 5 stars. Queens of the Ring might be the most powerful card in the game at this point. If it's not, it's right up there towards the top. But we get a 5-star match, despite the fact the crowd, they were both just trying to cheat the whole time. And the crowd at first, they were like, dude, we don't fuck with this. But then all of a sudden, somebody in the back started chanting, Eddie. And they're like, oh, yeah, Eddie Guerrero. Like, when he cheats, it's fun. And then they got really into it, created a 5-star match. Io Sky getting the victory. Rivalry goes to level 3. So for our rundowns, for WCW, it's 5 stars across the board for us. Tegan Knox over Lash Legend, closing their feud. Kalani Jordan defeats Andrea Cannons. The Shaxium feud comes to a close with Scott Steiner winning the Fatal 4-Way TLC. Randy Orton also hanging out there. Then we've got Bianca Belair over Clarity Grimrose, and then the main event rivalry up to level 3 now. Io Sky defeating Jade Cargill, and then our call out for the show, Liv Morgan calls out Zelina Vega for a level 3. For NXT 3.0, they're going to get 4.5 stars in the opener. Penta taking down Chad Gable in the underground match, closing their feud. Extreme Rules ends the feud between the Great Khali and Seth Rollins. Braun Breaker crashes the party, but Khali gets the victory. Iron Woman match, Natalya takes down Blair Davenport, 4 stars, ending their feud. And then Shawn Michaels, his fingers were the last to touch Ethan Page, so he gets credit for the 4-star tables victory over Ken Shamrock and Ethan Page. Shamrock and Michaels go to level 3. Then in the main event, 4.5 stars, Trish Stratus takes down Chyna in the Extreme Rules match to end their feud. And then Chief Beef handles business, so the girls of Destiny, the Tongas, don't have to worry about it. But the tag rivalry is indeed level 4. For Raw, 3.5 stars, Road Dogg takes down Batista, closing out their feud in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Aleister Black gets victory over Lex Luger. They begin a feud in a 4.5 star performance. 4 stars for Abyss defeating Rey Mysterio, and it looks like, I didn't want to say it earlier because I couldn't remember for sure. But the run-in does keep the rivalry alive. So Abyss and Rey Mysterio stay rivals. I was pretty sure season 1 I did this when I did a run-in at the first PLE, but I couldn't remember for sure. So I was like, I'll just keep my mouth shut until I get the confirmation. So Mysterio and Abyss still do have their feud. Tornado Tag, 3.5 stars. Disco Bell, despite her sex tape, can't win tag titles. So, but the rivalry up to level 3. And then in the main event, 4.5 stars, Charlotte Flair finishing the feud with a victory over Becky Lynch to keep the Women's Championship. Call aside things, Jesse Ventura McMahon calls out New Jack for level 4. Brooks Jensen, Cody Rhodes does not move. And then finally for ECW, 4 stars in the Tornado Tag AOP taking down the Good Brothers as they come to a close. Rivalry level 3 now for Ivy Nile defeating Gigi Dolan, 2.5 stars. Extreme Rules, 3.5 stars. Nia Jax over Wendy Chu, they are level 2. This match, Angelo Dawkins and Eric Rowan take down Charlie Dempsey and Elton Prince in a 3-star tag. And then rivalry comes to a close. El Grande Americano successfully defending the ECW World title, 4.5 stars over Alpha. Call outside Sally Steamroller calls out Scarlett for level 4 and KSI. Oh, he had a feud with Joe Gacy, but he failed the promo to extend the feud beyond level 1. So for ECW, they're going to get a 121 rating score. They're going to get 44,000 fans, $63,000. No, Grande Americano says he gave it a good shot, Alpha, but your good isn't on my level. Talking that mad trash. Over on Raw, it's a 127 rating score. 45,000 fans, $68,000. Lex Luger versus Black really woke the crowd up after that boring opener.
Yeah, what the hell?
Would have been an awesome way to open Raw. Damn. Taking shots. NXT 3.0 going to get a 135. That's big time. 65,000 fans, $17,000. Mysterious Clash. Give me more shows like this. NXT 3.0 tonight was so good.
No.
And then finally, WCW, we get a 141 rating score, 70,000 fans. We do lose $1,000, but worth it there to wiggle through. And the artists liked what Carmelo Hayes did in that promo. Good to see WCW backing the cause. We love cause backing here.
Hell yeah.
All right, Injury Rehab 3 coming my way for the commissioner goal. And that is the only commissioner goal for this week as we get ready for Money in the Bank. I have a 107,000 fan lead on Canada. Canada is up 53,000 fans on Cheek, and Cheek is up 133,000 fans on Armando. Let's see who gets their emails.
Who gets
for Money in the Bank first? It's gonna be me. So Scott Steiner, very happy that he gets his match with Randy Orton and Axiom. Didn't expect it to be that easy. Sometimes I amaze myself. He is the double champion. And then Shaq wants to be in a match with Axiom, who he just finished a feud with.
Yeah.
No, we're locked into the Baldies. They're back.
No. No chance, Shaquille.
I mean, it'll be stale probably when it happens, but I could. Whoops. Oh, okay. I could still. I have 3 weeks, so I can make something happen with those guys over the course of. It won't happen at the PLE, but the 2 shows that follow, we can sprinkle something in there to just keep his morale as high as it can be. But that will close us for this episode here. So see my emails, I'll give my wrapping thoughts first. Kind of the same thing as the last go home show. We're getting hit with power cards, so I've got to use my power cards to kind of combat it. I'll eventually run out of replies, so it's very much been extend the lead. We're seeing outside of the go home show and the PLEs, I'm very much struggling to get fans. We needed a big go home show. We were able to get a big go home show and extend the lead there, which we needed because we were slumping. So for me, it's going into this PLE. It's probably going to be Zelina, Liv. I might throw in like Jade and EO because they're level 3 also to try to aid that. We'll kind of see. So the way things are with the cards hitting the This Is War, probably going to keep hitting me as long as I'm in first place. My PLEs it's a lot of pivots. I don't really know what I'm taking to the PLE until the last second. Some feuds are extending along, but I think we're navigating somewhat well to this point. Hopefully we can keep that going and keep building this lead. Cheek, I'll go to you next here. So you have a very strong go home show there. Close out some rivalries. You've got a level 4 rivalry ready for the PLE. You've also got the start of some other feuds ready for the fallout of Money in the Bank as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was just what I needed to end the show. It didn't start the show too hot that first week, but we have a banger of a PLE. We have, like you said, our level 4 feud coming down the pipe at Money in the Bank, and then we got some big some title holders got some feuds going, and hopefully we'll get those grown. So by the next PLE, we'll be able to shoot off a lot. Bruno Sammartino and Andre the Giant's going to be the top ticket of my brand. So a lot of good things coming, and I made some progress on Canada. So I just got to keep chucking away and eventually, hopefully, wiggle my way back into my rightful spot at number 2. And just got to keep plugging away and having good show after good show. So this was a good start for me.
And then Canada, for your side, you came in tonight, a lot of money, a lot of momentum. Although I gained some fans on that last show, you're still looking pretty good. I mean, Lex Luger and AJ Styles come in. They end up with tag chemistry. Lex Luger, does hurt the curve that show, but you end up getting a 4.5-star match with Aleister Black, so you got a killer feud there. And we know that, barring Armando doing something, that you're going to have a very strong Kevin Owens-Finn Balor match to put on one hell of a Money in the Bank show as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that match, and you've put the power card so I can't have a steel cage. And while that 4,000 fans would have been decent to have, I really wanted the steel cage match for if you blocked that whole match entirely to end the feud in the following week. So I don't really need the steel cage match. All we are is deterred from the extra 4,000, I guess 5,000 fans we would have gotten for it. And as we know, those are clearly important because I was up 10,000 fans on you in the first week. You're up 20,000 fans on me in the second week. I really wonder what my fan gain would have been had Aleister Black and Lex Luger been first. But we can't dwell on our mistakes. We got to just keep pushing forward. We got a lot of power cards left. We have our own Queen of the Ring. I mean, things are going in the right direction. We just got to keep the curve curving.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts in that next PLE. I mean, we don't know what the cross-branded matches are. We didn't peak, so we're not going to know until then. But the Money in the Bank power card, as a refresh for everybody, you exchange that power card, you get $100,000 instantly. So for any of us to either strengthen our position or to move up positioning, if one of us misses out on the card, if someone sweeps, if there's 2 Fatal 4 matches and one of us 3 sweep and just get $200K that we're going to be able to invest around and do a lot with, a lot can shift. And to Candace's point, all these fans matter right now. And the other thing to remember in these PLE matches, the cross-brandeds, you get 5,000 fans if your brand wins a match. So there's some big maneuvering still to happen. That next episode of Money in the Bank is going to be a movie, and you don't want to miss it. And the easiest way to make sure you're not missing it is take a look. If you're not subscribed to the channel, fix it now. If you're not liking the videos will just make sure that when that premiere is about to happen for Money in the Bank, you get it right in your feed right away so you don't miss this. You don't have to wait, but until Money in the Bank and all the chaos is going to unfold, or until one of the other amazing videos on the channel you see us in. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Toodles.